Good morning, students. How are you? I hope you all are fine. From Standard 8 English Medium. Chapter number 3rd. What is the chapter name? Chapter name is Pronouns. I have discussed with you some of the pronouns. And today I am going to discuss with you the rest of the pronouns. Okay. Now comes with the interrogative pronouns. Okay. Interrogative pronouns. Interrogative means the question mark. Okay, and pronouns start with WH question. Which are the pronouns? Let's see. Interrogative pronouns such as who, whom, whose, which and what. This pronoun, who, whom, whose, which and what are words that are used for asking question. Asking for what? Asking questions. How we ask the question and making the interrogative pronouns? What is your name? That is the question. Who is the Prime Minister of your country? Okay, what is the name of the other thing? Whom are you talking about? Okay, which is the nice gift given by you? So this is how we ask the question using interrogative pronoun, means the WH questions. It's very easy asking the question with WH question and making the pronoun. Okay, now comes to the relative pronoun. In this relative pronouns we use same but as a relation, showing the relation with the noun. How? Let's see. Relative pronouns are words that are used to add information about a noun. Means the add what? Add the information about the noun already mentioned. They help us to join two statements together. Which, that, who, whom and whose are relative pronouns. What? See here, the same as given in the interrogative pronouns, same here we use. Which, that, whom, whose, who, whom and whose are relative pronouns. Where we use and how we use. Let's see. See the example. The man who came home yesterday is my friend. See, in the sentence, in the given example, who is used, but before, then after the noun. A man is used as noun. Okay, and after the noun, who used. See, in this sentence above, who gives us the more information about the noun. How more information? Let's see. The man is my friend. The man is my friend. That is the sentence. The man is my friend. That is the sentence. But how we adding WH means who. Who, adding who and given the more information. Which information? Who came home yesterday. Who came home means given the more information about the noun. Given more information about the noun. Who, adding relative pronoun as. Okay, the man who came home yesterday is my friend. The girl standing next to you is your best friend. That is the sentence. The girl is your best friend. That is the sentence. But adding the more information about that girl. The girl standing next to you is your best friend. Okay, this is how you use WH question as relation, showing the more information about the noun. Give me whatever you want at home to eat. Means whatever you have at. Give me. Whatever here we use whoever, whatever, whomsoever, whichever. We also use as relative pronoun. Okay, among all the teachers, whoever come first will get the trophy. Okay, among all the teachers will get the trophy. That is the sentence. But given the more information, adding WH means the relation, showing the relation what? Whoever comes first. Among the children, whoever comes first will get the trophy. That is the sentence. Okay, now rules and agreement of this relative pronoun. See, a relative pronoun should agree with the noun that acts as its antecedents. How? Let's see the sentence. Here given examples here. My relatives who live in the USA are shifting to Europe this month. Means my relative shifting to the Europe this month, but given more information and should agree with the noun. What? Agree with the relative. My relative is given the word noun. So agree with the antecedent and given this, who lives in USA. Okay. In the second, one of my pet dogs. that has tiny black spots all over is my favorite. One of my pet dogs is my favorite. That is a sentence. This adding that, given the more information, who has black spots on it, over it. So he is the what? His favorite one. Okay. Given what? Given the above example, nouns and noun phrases such as my relatives, one of the pet dogs act as the antecedent of the relative pronouns who and that. Okay. Now see. Here given the more example. The verb in the relative clause should agree with the subject of the main clause. Here given the clauses. See, subject verb agreement. Rajesh is coming home today. See, given as I already said, Rajesh, who is one of my friends. Rajesh, who is one of my friends, is coming home today. Showing the WH who. Rajesh is the subject given. Singular, and therefore the verb is what? Singular. Independent clause is also singular. Subject, verb and agreement. Okay. Now see. My relatives, given the subject, what? Plural. Who lives in the USA are shifting to Europe this month. So subject, relatives in plural, hence the verbs also are is also plural. Okay. So according to the subject you put the verb, singular and plural. So this is how we make the relative pronoun. How? The man, I use the man who lives. Okay, I said the man who lives next to your house is the man who lives next to your house is my best neighbor or friend. Okay, so this is how we form. The man is given as singular. The man noun is given as a singular, so I write this verb as singular. Okay, the man is my best friend, that is the sentence, but who lives next door is given the more information about the noun. The man who lives next to your house is my best friend. This is how we make the relative pronoun. Now sentence, placement of relatives clause. Rajesh Makhwani, who is my boss, is coming home for dinner today. The same, Rajesh Makhwani is coming home today. Who is my boss? That is the wrong one. Put the proper place. Rajesh Makhwani, who is my boss? Rajesh Makhwani is coming home for dinner today. But given the more information about the Rajesh Makhwani, means the noun. Who is my boss? That is using the relative pronoun. This is how we make it. Okay, I know you understand it. Now comes to the indefinite pronoun. What is indefinite pronoun? Indefinite pronouns refer to person, thing in general rather than to anything specific. Means not specific thing. Here given the person or things, talk about the general. Means generally we talk about these things. How? Let's see. See. Which words here used as indefinite pronouns? The words you can remember it. Which words the pronouns used as indefinite? Here given the list. All, any, another, anybody, anyone, anything, each, either, everybody, everyone, everything, few, little, many, more, much, neither, nobody, none, nothing, several, other, others, somebody, someone, something we can use in as indefinite pronoun. Okay, now see how whenever you use these words just like this indefinite pronouns. Okay, everybody knew about the holiday except me. I don't know anybody in my neighborhood. So this word is used as indefinite pronoun. We do not talk about a particular person or thing. We talk about the general thing. That is why we use these pronouns as indefinite pronoun. Now see, little is known about him. Little means what? We don't talk about the specific thing. We talk about the general. One can do it anyway. One, who is one? We don't know. So that is why in indefinite pronoun you only use this word. Means talk about the general thing, generally. Okay. Now comes to the reflexive or emphatic pronoun. Now see, reflexive pronoun, words that are used for the sake of emphasis are called reflexive pronoun. Reflexive pronouns are pronouns that are used to refer back to the subject of the sentence, back to the subject of a sentence. How? See, reflexive pronoun and emphatic pronouns are the same. Which pronouns? See, myself, ourselves, yourselves, himself, herself, and themselves. These are we use as reflexive pronoun in a sentence. In an emphatic pronoun, see, is what is the emphatic pronoun? In emphatic pronoun is placed immediately after it antecedent. That is the pronoun or noun that it lays emphasis upon. Now see, after the subject you use it. That is the emphatic pronoun. And reflexive pronouns where you used for the sake of emphasis. For the sake of emphasis are called reflexive pronoun. Let's say given here the example through we can learn it. I treated myself to a good meal. I treated myself. Raju hurt herself while coming down the stairs. After the verb here use myself, not after the subject. In this, see, subject, then use yourself. I, then use myself, the house and itself. So it's very easy. Whenever you see the subject, whatever pronoun is given or noun is given, after that this pronoun is used: myself, ourself, yourself, I, myself, you, yourself, he, himself, she, herself, they, themselves, we, ourselves. Whenever this type is we use this in a sentence, that is called an emphatic pronoun. Place immediately after its antecedent, means noun or pronoun, and after that verb, and at the last, okay, he asked himself about something, so that is the reflexive. He asked himself. If he is used, he himself talk about something, so that is the after the subject, after noun or pronoun we use, that is emphatic pronoun, and we do not use after the subject, that is the reflexive pronouns. Okay, now comes to the distributive pronoun. In distributive pronouns you keep remember what you keep three words in your mind. Which words? Each, either, and neither. These words, okay, which are used to refer to person, objects, one at a time, are called distributive pronouns. What? Words such as each, either, neither, which are used to refer to person, objects, one at a time, are called distributive pronouns. See how here given the examples. Each student, describe only one. Each student must wear proper uniform to the class. Means use refer to person or object one time. On a single time we use. Either of you, not both, but one of you. Either of you can come with me. Neither of the boys came to the class. Using these three words, each, either, and neither. Talk about person and thing at a one time are called distributive pronoun. You use these three words: either, neither, and each. Now talk about the reciprocal. What is reciprocal pronoun? Reciprocal pronouns are words that are used to refer to two or more people who can carry out an action simultaneously and are affected by its consequence at the same time, are called reciprocal pronouns. Let's see the which reciprocals. Reciprocals pronouns each other and one another. You keep in your mind reciprocal pronouns each other and one another. Okay, Ramesh and Rachel help each other. Reciprocal pronoun. Okay, more people who can carry out an action simultaneously. Okay, and are affected by its consequence at the same time. Means Ramesh and Rachel help each other at the same time. In the second, while doing group work, while doing group work, please help one another. Means there are so many means people, what they do, they're doing as group work and helping one another. So this is how we use this word each other and one another. Okay. So this is the information about the pronouns, rest of the information about the pronouns. I hope you understand it very well, and thank you for the listening. Thanks a lot.